Happy Monday, everybody. St. Patty's Day. We'll walk over here and some stuff going on outside and see what we got, what's going on. Let's check it out here. What the hell are you doing? What's going on? He's trying to hit me. I'm not sure what in the hell he's doing over here. I think you made it worse.
I don't think so.
You call this better? Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, woo! All right, well.
I feel like that.
You can work at Lincoln Speedway.
Hey, I feel like that. Oh, I still got tail lights.
You got tail lights. I have no idea what's going on over here. Your wheels are off the ground. Whoa!
Really?
All right, well,
Monday morning live, baby.
Monday morning, Double D's out here. I have no idea what he's doing, but St. Patty's Day. I got my special glasses on. Let me know what you think. Comment below. I have no idea what he's got. The wheels off the ground out here. Dad's probably gonna be pissed. That tractor's his baby. Look, you can even. I mean, it does say Coors Light, which I don't really drink Coors Light. I'm an IC Light guy, but anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a little wrap up of the weekend here. I'm gonna talk to Dane about his weekend, his thoughts. So, coming up next. Hi, I'm Billy Dietrich, sprint car mechanic and driver. I've been around racing my whole life, and it's pretty much all I know. We created this channel to share the good and the bad and everything in between. Our crew may not be the most experienced or professional, but we get it done and we have a good time doing it. We'll show you what it's really like racing weekly at some of the best tracks in central Pennsylvania. I'm also going to share some sprint car tutorials, mechanics, parts, and whatever else I feel like. So like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And enjoy the ride. Yeah, boy. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I know I started this video on Monday, St. Patrick's Day. You saw my St. Patrick's Day glasses, but we had some interruptions between then and now. And I'm going to bring you back to the progress. I showed you Dane was on his tractor doing some earth moving over there, but he's made a lot of progress since then. Even though it looked like a big muddy mess, which it absolutely was, and kind of still is, but he's done well. It's not muddy. Dane's here right now, so let me just, the dog's here. So what, Dane, how'd you make out?
It's going. It's getting better.
What's the ultimate goal over there with your excavating?
Make it look nice. Have some parking for customers.
Yeah.
Rip out a stump so somebody doesn't rip the bumper off their car.
What are you working on here?
A water pump.
Water pump. All right, so I'll take you out then and I'll show you the progress. But the point of this video was to kind of give everybody a little bit of an update on the 2025 race season so far, not just in Central PA, but kind of some thoughts on some other things that's been going on. High Limits, the World of Outlaws, Fast Series got their first race underway over the weekend. First things first, let's talk about right here. Good old Central Pennsylvania. 3 races in so far. All at Lincoln Speedway. For the 8 car, if you've been watching the videos, first 2 races went okay. Medium pill draws kind of got me towards the back of the heat races. Not a whole lot of passing them first 2 weeks with the way the track was for the heat races. But we got in the show, no damage. Well, we did junk front wing the 1 week, but no big deal. And then this past weekend, we had a 180-degree switch on the track. For whatever reason, it was really, well, I probably know why. The weather here Saturday was kind of wet and dreary and damp and overcast. And we get to the track, and the track was really, really wet and really fast. I wouldn't even say it was really, really fast early in the night. It was just kind of, the track was kind of smeary, and there was more or less one fast groove, we'll put it that way, around the top of the track. So we had our worst pill draw of the year, started us last in heat, but we did get in the show, and then I ended up getting lapped. I don't know what lap in the feature, and then there was a red. So I decided to pull off, save the equipment, whatever. There was nothing for me to gain at that point in time. I couldn't advance my spot, so I pulled in. And then probably took me twice as long to get everything cleaned up because the car was so muddy and the tires were all muddy and everything else. But the 350H ran on Saturday. It was their first race of the year, and they had smooth heat races, and then they had lots and lots of carnage in the feature. Plenty of our customers were in them wrecks, got tore up, but luckily nobody got hurt. They tore up a pile of equipment, but the 410s did too, and they crashed in the heat races and the feature. I think maybe just a product of the fast, sticky track. Guys were flipping, crashing, hitting the walls, what have you. So Danny did good. Danny was up. Danny, you got third.
Yeah.
Tell me about. Well, let me tell you something. Everybody else happened. What happened to me was, I think, combination of the moisture in the air and the mud. So much mud on my helmet in the heat race that I actually fogged up. And usually I don't have that problem, but I think that all my vents were plugged full. The shield was packed full of mud all around it. You probably will see it in the video, the GoPro footage, but I couldn't actually see at all the second half of our heat race, to the point where I just kind of rode around. I didn't want to have to race with anybody because I couldn't really see that well, and I couldn't get my shield open to help. For the B-man and the feature, I actually did something our dad used to do years ago. He would take some duct tape and fold it up, make like a little block out of it, and he would tape it to the front of the helmet where the visor is shut, just to kind of bow the shield out to keep a little bit of air moving. So that fixed my problem. Danny had a problem with his helmet too. Did the shield break, or what was going on there Saturday?
Yeah, shield broke.
The shield broke. No, Danny had the same problem. He was having some helmet issues early in the race, and I'm sure there was other people having the same problem, but you're luckily able to get it fixed.
Yeah, my shield broke.
And then tell us about your feature. What'd you think of the feature?
Well, the track was great. Once I could see, it was like game on. But kind of hard to race when you can't see.
Can't see where you're going. You can't see where you're going.
Sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, you feel like you're on the verge of crashing about every corner.
Yeah.
Not that fun.
Not fun at all.
Still send it.
When you can't see, then you don't know what you're going to hit.
Yeah, like you're sliding into the cushion instead of running with it, which is no good. So
right.
Yeah, was able to get my helmet changed under red. Yeah.
The rest of the race went off without a hitch.
Yeah.
The week before you won.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah.
The week before that you ran second.
Yep.
So you're 3 for 3 on top threes.
Yeah.
Here, Pennsylvania. We're not even going to count Florida. We're going to pretend that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
Because it was just, it's just Florida. Florida sometimes, most of the time, doesn't go very well for Danny, unfortunately. But anywho, that's the local update. This weekend on tap, should be weather pending. There should be plenty of racing Friday, Saturday, and then pretty soon we'll have some 3-race weekends coming up. So that's the local wrap up. Now, I did want to talk about the Fast Series started, which I kind of pay attention to that, Western Pennsylvania. They've been doing a lot of work at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, and the work I've seen online looks good. New walls, I think they're putting up some new catch fence, maybe some new lighting, I'm not sure, but the track surface, I believe they just put the surface down recently, and then they raced Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Track looked pretty fast, and it looked a little rough here and there, so hopefully they get that straightened out come May when we go out there to race in the Speed Week. Last year the track was nice and smooth and black, so would love to see that again. I did see some guys commenting online where they broke radiators and front wings were busted and due to the high speed and the rough track. So thumbs down on the rough track. So get it fixed. We'll be out in there in a couple months. Before you know it, to Western PA Speed Week. So mark that down your calendar. If you're in Pittsburgh and you want to come out and watch us, we'll be at Western PA Speed Week as of right now. So AJ Flick won that race with Brandon Smith. Hey, it looked like a fun race if you're in the stands watching. They were dicing back and forth. So good race for them guys. The other big news is obviously High Limit, the Outlaws, High Limit and their debacle at Las Vegas. Me and Danny talked about that. It still is March. It's still winter time. So what are you going to do? Bad weather, right? You can't predict the weather, but I guess they thought they were going to get away with some nice weather in Vegas, in the desert, but they didn't. And one other side note to that whole deal, actually two of them, is must be tons and tons of rocks on that track. And I know there's some people talking about rock screens. I seen where not only did Aaron Reitzel get busted in the nose with a rock, so did, I believe, Brian Brown got hit in the helmet with a rock, and I think maybe he's out for a couple weeks. Did you hear that, Danny? No, you didn't hear it, but I think I read it on the socials. Brian Brown got hit in the helmet with a rock too, so tough deal. Put some rock screens on your cars. I know Danny doesn't always run one. Never. Danny never runs one. I always run one because I'm allergic to pain. I don't want to get beat up if I can avoid it. And so put your rock screens on.
Bullshit.
Put them on. Don't give me that shit you can't see past them. Protect yourself. The other big news out of there was obviously, I'm gonna call it big news. I ain't talking about the franchise stuff. I don't. That doesn't really. That's still relevant to me. But guys running out of fuel. I just want to say that 25 lap races are okay. You don't always need to be 30 laps. They used to have 20 lap prelim nights. The Outlaws used to run a 20 lap prelim night and a 25 or a 30 lap A-main on the next night. So I don't know why we're running all these extra laps. Even some of the local shows here, we run 10 lap heats and 30 lap features. Whatever happened to sprint car race and just running a shorter race would probably get rid of some of your fuel mileage issues. And if you're going to run a longer race, you just need to have a fuel stop. Some people say, well, we need to run bigger fuel tanks. Well, it costs a lot of money to buy a fuel tank, just in case you didn't know that. Anywhere from $2,500 and on up, depending on what you decide to buy. So the Outlaws were in Texas. They ran 2 nights, and the first night the track looked pretty bad, but I understand they had weather. And Gio won the first night rubber down, and then the second night, Buddy Kofoid won that race. David Gravel was just like way out in the points lead. Like, who's going to catch this guy? I don't see anybody catching him unless he has a string of bad luck, which I think is possible. But that car is so super fast, and he just runs good. Don't matter if he goes out last in time trials or whatever it is. He just seems to be up front all the time. But anyway, here at the shop, we've been pretty busy. We got the 8 car, probably 3/4 of the way ready to rock and roll for the weekend. And just kind of dragging our feet a little bit on see what the track's going to do with the weather forecast. In March here in Pennsylvania, it always seems to be really windy. Temperatures are kind of back and forth too. Supposed to have a couple nice days this week, but the weekend's supposed to cool down. So we'll wait and see what that brings for the weekend. And Danny, what's your plans for the weekend? What do you got going on?
Grove and Port? Yep. That's it. Yeah.
Danny's not very talkative today. So, all right. Well, we'll wrap it up. All right, it's day 3, Wednesday. We're still grooming this mud pit. he's having a good time. Look at him. To me, it looks the same as it was, except, well, maybe he's got a bigger hole here. He's just reliving his childhood with this tractor. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on progress here. If we see any change, I'm gonna document it. Okay, as promised, I'm gonna do a little wrap-up video here. Danny did a hell of a job. There was a big tree stump here that was giving him problems, but he got it pulled out thanks to the Kubota, the high limit Kubota over here. And that's actually a snow plow. That's not meant for this job, but what he's trying to do is just make a little more parking here for us, because things get tight here. But as you saw in the beginning of the video, he had one hell of a mess. Never thought he would get it to this point, but he's ready for some stones. And good job, Double D. So Bob, when you're here next time, you have a place to park. You won't have to worry about getting your truck stuck in the mud, I think. All right, we got an update. What's going on? You see that, everybody? He just plowed that dirt right off the driveway. Well, what's the verdict here? What'd you figure out?
We're ready for stone.
Would you?
Oh, we ripped about 1 million fucking roots out of the ground from, what'd you call it tree?
The cherry tree?
No, it wasn't a cherry tree.
Why is the thing moving?
Because I don't have the brake on. What the hell is that tree? What was it called?
Fickle tree.
I don't fucking know.
Dang, looks a little wet here.
It's not that bad.
All right, I'm gonna step in there.
Really not that bad. Keep going.
That's good.
The more roots you pull out, way less smushy and moist it is.
Boy, that plow has never been worked so hard.
Nope.
I mean, blade. Snow blade, Danny.
Think about what it was like 2 days ago.
Just so everybody's out there.
This is all the more you can do with a snow
The snow plow.
going backwards.
It's still winter till tomorrow. We might need that plow yet. All right, so let's just take a look at it here.
It's not perfect yet, but I'm getting stones in like less than an hour.
We're gonna get stones in an hour.
So like there's no point.
Okay, well, stay tuned for the 1 hour update. Danny's ready for stones. What about that tree stump?
You cut it down.
All right, well, I'm pretty impressed.
I got the slope going down.
I would back my trailer in. I always get off the driveway right here and get muddy tires. You're saying it's not gonna happen anymore.
When you think about it, that tree was only like 3 feet off the driveway.
The tree was right here.
Not there.
Okay, the adventures of Double D,
Parking area.
day 3. Mike's here. Mike, did we not have a few doubts about Danny's excavating?
Definitely a concern.
It was a concern. The sun's really bad right here, but he pulled it off.
He did pull it off. It looks pretty good.
Dad was giving him giving him an earful a couple times, because not only did he have the tractor all muddy, he had the chainsaw. He run the chainsaw into the ground. He had all kinds of carnage out here, but he did a good job. So anyway, all right, it's Thursday, so this will be day 4. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We started this video on Monday, St. Patty's Day, and Danny is get my camera turned around here. He's officially getting some stones delivered. So his project is on to the next phase. So I'll wait until they get. Oh yeah, some stones. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. We'll come back. I'll come back at you in a few minutes when he's got all the stones dumped. He was expecting a bigger load of stones than that, so maybe they're gonna come back again. So I'll be out here. I'm gonna let him get them unloaded, and then we'll check back in with him and see what he thinks of his. If he made the right choice on stones. So this has been a fun adventure for Danny. He's out here just killing the game on this property maintenance. I'm gonna call it property maintenance. All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, Thursday afternoon. Dane's got some stones down. I'm telling you what, he's whooping ass here. It's really starting to take shape. He's got some stones down here where the boys washed down along the driveway, but yeah, he's got stuff here. So day 4, and I think maybe his project may be complete by the end of the day here. There ain't much he can't do, I'll tell you. Look at that back drag. Okay, man, it looks nice over here. You got the edges all done. The whole thing. Dan, what do you think? What do you think here?
What's my star rating?
Well, what's your star rating?
Yeah, give me a star rating.
Okay, let me take a look here.
Now, keep in mind.
Well, wait a minute here. You're on what? The broom operation or the stones? Because that.
I did most of it, like, you know, I'm only, you know, cleaning a little bit up here there.
I just got.
I couldn't get down.
Hey, hold on here. Open your hand up there. What's up with the table on there? Okay, well, let's just say that I think this turned out really good. I want you to know that this is day 4 of this operation.
One day we didn't really do anything.
Well, I think every day you were out here doing something.
One day we did less.
Yeah, but this is day 4. This is Danny's idea. Everybody saw it from day 1 when it was just
Kelby Watt was here
a mess.
He could have just parked over here.
Yeah, he could have swung right in here.
There wasn't much room.
Nice and tight lines right here along the edge of the driveway. My hands are dirty.
Also put the stones down there too.
Yeah.
Remember, it's all with a snow blade.
Danny did all this with a snow blade. Edge of the driveway, everything was washed out. All right, everybody. Well, comment below.
What's my star rating?
What's Danny's rating? What do you think? I'm gonna say.
5 or 10 is the max.
Can we do like partial points, or is it just straight 1 through 5?
I mean, you want to do an 8.8? That's fine.
8.8. I'm gonna go with the degree of difficulty with your lack of proper equipment.
I'm going with a 9.5.
That's a pretty high score, 9.5.
I need a little more stone, like right here.
Well, that's okay. You can't, you know.
I'm not gonna blend it in.
You gotta blend.
It gets narrow here anyway.
I'm going with I'm gonna go with overall between here and the rest of the driveway. First of all, I'm pretty impressed with your brain capacity to even come up with all this. So that's a 10. And then your work, I would say a 9. That's a high score.
9.5.
9.5. 9.25. 9.25. I'm gonna split the middle.
That's 9. You said a 10 and then a 9. That's 9.5.
Okay, 9.5.
9.5.
It's 2 different scores. All right, everybody. So you followed along with the journey. We got rid of the stump. Then you got rid of the mud.
The right amount of stone too.
You got the right amount.
But I mean,
Here, hold on 1 second.
thank you.
Here, I'm gonna pat you on the back. All right. Well, this vlog started on Monday, and it's now Thursday. So 3 days
Dad,
of.
come check it out.
Dad was not thrilled with the use of his tractor.
No, hell no. You ain't seen shit yet.
Here he comes. He's gonna just look from there. It looks
You gotta
great.
get up.
This
This is as fast as he goes.
He's running.
You ever seen a turtle run?
All right. Well, Dad, what do you think on a scale from 1 to 10?
On the whole driveway and this. How'd I do?
Good.
Give him
That's
a.
good enough.
I think
He's going to tell me to do something different.
sweep the stones over a little bit.
Or off the driveway. That's
Sweep,
Will.
sweep. The stones are off. Sweep.
You know, like
Gaines.
15 years ago, Dad used
Sweep
to
off
say,
the driveway.
yeah, it's Monday morning. You need to go sweep the driveway.
driveway off.
This used to actually all be open. We used to back a trailer in.
Yeah, right in there.
And
Boop.
actually, it used to be one here and one here.
Yeah, you can back trailers
On the
everywhere.
side of that tree.
Yeah, trailers everywhere.
Used to hunt. Shot my first buck off.
They ain't had a trailer sitting right here, and he stood on top of the roof and shot a deer. The deer in the yard, wasn't it?
No, I come across the yard now.
Yeah.
Stood down there.
That's back when you were a great white hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it looks good.
Dad's impressed. Get over there and run it in with the four wheeler.
I want to ride down the lane. Okay.
All right, you got your sweatshirt on the right way, so that's
Hey, I
good.
put more stone at the first pull-off spot down here in Kenny's field.
Well, this is
More
always always a big to do around here. But,
Long driveway. It's needed done.
it's a half-mile driveway. All right. That's it.
Day 4, we're done. It's gonna rain this afternoon. Fucking hell's gonna freeze over here. Your dad just said I did a good job.
That's true. Well, you're not driving. You're not driving a race car,
And
so
he didn't argue with me.
not yet.